Quick. Listo. Bien. No dejo la intro porque pasan cosas en la intro.
One of the scouts swears he saw a dragon down by the river. Claims he ran into a Scoia'tael unit. That would have been it if the dragon hadn't swooped down. The elves apparently bowed in prayer and he escaped.
Ay.
A dragon? In the midst of civilization? Oh, please. Besides, does it matter? Witchers don't hunt dragons. Or has something changed?
Nothing's changed. And you're right. It's probably not a dragon. Although it could be a forktail or a slizzard. Maybe even an overgrown wyvern.
The scout ran into some elves and scurried away. That's how that story begins and ends.
The unlucky assassin? How did the autopsy go?
It was a nightmare. In the months since you killed him, the king's medics poked around in his corpse like a bunch of amateurs. What arrived in that cart? Well, I wouldn't even call it a corpse.
Foltest has some trust issues. Did you learn anything?
His pupils suggested he could probably see in the dark as well as you. I couldn't put an age on him.
The killer snuck past all the guards and nearly killed Foltest and me a month ago. And now you tell me he was a witcher?
Possibly. I'm just saying what the autopsy showed. I haven't told anyone, nor do I plan to. I know what it could do to you if it got out. You might be a savior, a king's witcher now, but masters can be as fickle as the cults there are. I'll join you later.
Ok, y comenzamos. Creo que nos está dando una pequeña introducción de lo que pasó en el anterior juego. Al final del primer juego, cuando lo terminas, hay una cinemática donde un asesino intenta matar a Paul. Puta madre, casi quedó sordo. Intenta matar a Paul, pues tú lo salvas y básicamente te pone como guardaespaldas en su corte. Que es raro porque los brujos casi nunca se tienen que mister en cortes y algo así. Casi no les gusta. Es más de estar por el campo cazando monstruos y esas cosas. Aquí, al inicio, hay una misión secreta que se va a completar en el capítulo 1, casi al final. Porque son los objetos de unos monstruos y hablar con la maga-herborista.
Oh, looky there, new boy, it's that Witcher. Geralt of Rivia ought to know about amulets.
Witcher, sir. I have a question.
Quiero tomar todo lo posible porque después es solo para crafteos y eso. Y esto no reaparece, las cosas que encontrar en los monstruos, pero es raro, por lo general son más pelas y los hilos.
Those trebuchets are fucking pounding the pulp out of them. Those trebuchets are fucking pounding the pulp out of them.
Llevo todo y la primera misión secreta más o menos está con el cadenio.
Word is, way up north, there's a tribe of wildmen who go...
We know each other?
Don't recognise your old mates. We're the Crinfrid Reavers.
I lost my memory.
As did Boholt. After the hunt for the Golden Dragon, he took a spill and hit his head on a rock. He can still be a beast in battle, but besides that, he don't do much save eat and shit. Rarely even lusts after women.
I doubt that's amnesia.
I'm Kenneth, and this one here they call Desperate, and this is New Boy. He's apprenticing with us, like. I haven't had much luck with the monsters of late, so we enlisted. Now New Boy's gotten himself into this wager situation. Would you help us for old time's sake? I mean, we all got a little rile. But those are bygones, as I say.
We'd have set you free. The sorceress, too. Boholt was just fooling about the raping and all.
What rape?
Shut your trap, Desperate. The Witcher don't remember. Waste of words to remind him. We're old mates, that's that.
So you'd have raped this old mate?
Just the sorceress. You were there to kill the dragon, the sorceress too. The peasants wanted at it, everyone did. But there was only one prize, and we argued. There was some commotion, a regular rumble in fact. We tied you up like hogs, meaning you and the sorceress, and went after the beast. But the truth crashed us so hard, we spent the next half year licking our wounds. And you done freed yourselves of your bonds.
Who was the sorceress?
Raven-haired she was. Remember her name, Desperate?
Conifer or some such. So, willing to help
Jennifer.
some old friends, Witcher?
What kind of trouble are you in now?
It's a matter of life, death, and quite a bit of coining, point of fact. New boy bet tonight that he'll survive the assault in his shirt and knickers alone. We drunk a bit by then, I admit, but a wager's a wager. Our honour's at stake.
A soldier's honor versus a knight's. I think I get it.
The very core of the matter, Witcher. We're slated to go in the first wave, so the going's liable to be hard. New boy's brave, but he can't survive by courage alone. In any case, we've come into this bauble that's supposed to protect him, magically like. You mind casting an expert's glance at it, seeing as sorcery and such is not strange to you?
Let me see this bauble.
Your wolf medallion, I saw it shake.
It reacts to magic.
So it's true, what the priest said. Hear that, new boy? You'll be safe. We'll fleece that night, we will.
Where did you get this talisman?
We came by it, let's say. We were on patrol, see, and ran into a couple of novice priestesses praying at this shrine. Nice, smiling and all.
We done wanted to take them two on patrol. Ho ho ho! But
Shut it! Boalt had one of his rare moments of clairvoyance. Went rummaging in the shrine and found the amulet.
who knows what goes on in that head of his? But every now and then he wakes up as good old Boholt.
Aye, he still cuts them down with a single wallop. In any case, we took the amulet and went off to find the rest of the patrol. Oh, the wonders we saw. First, ran into some squirrels, vicious ones, arrows flying everywhere, but we came through untouched. Barely 3 of the others still standing when a dragon swooped down, the elves fell to their knees, and we all legged it. The amulet's magic for certain.
Though it failed to protect the shrine from your patrolling.
Aye, true. Well, now we don't know what to think.
Esta es la opción para desbloquear la misión en mi primer acto. Porque si le das a esta, que el amuleto podría ayudarte, el recluta muere. Esta de... me parece que el amuleto trae problemas, te van a dar un amuleto maldito que te va a reducir la armadura. Esto... fundado en magia, pero no sé de qué tipo, se va a poner la armadura, pero no te van a dar el amuleto. Eso te sirve porque en el primer acto vas a poder quitar la maldición al amuleto para que te dé un bufo de vida. Muy bueno.
Who knows? Maybe the amulet is unlucky. Maybe it draws trouble. I doubt you left the shrine untouched. Then the Scoia'tael, the dragon.
I told you as much. We need to get the boys some plate.
Wait a minute. We owe the Witcher some thanks.
But we're broke as shit peddlers.
Fancy the amulet, Witcher. It might draw trouble, be cursed in some way, but you might lift the curse. Sell it off.
I'll take it.
It's all yours.
Witcher, you available for normal business still? Willing to hunt monsters?
Yeah, I'm willing. Why do you ask?
Well, because we were out with those scouts that saw the dragon. No one believes us, but...
The sound in the assembly. That's us. But we'll find you after the battle, Witcher.
Wait.
Farewell.
It goes on like this with the sipping wine in the level exchange by Sunday.
Overwhelming force.
They're getting what they deserve. I hate treat.
Good to see you.
Morning, Witcher. Those blades of yours should be useful today.
Foltest's would-be assassin. You said you'd ask around.
I put the word out. I did.
And
It's a riddle wrapped inside a secret.
I thought you knew people who could help.
I can give you any cutthroat in Temeria. Problem is, your assassin came from elsewhere.
You sure?
Sure as you stand before me.
Does Foltest plan to continue the siege?
No, we're to mount an assault.
Finally.
Truth be told, I'd rather sit here than risk my neck on those walls.
I did what you asked.
You killed the cockatrice. Wonderful. Tough job.
Routine Witcher's work.
I'll have your coin as soon as we finish off the lavalettes. I'll be generous, I promise.
I'd like it beforehand. Promises made before battle are often hard to keep.
los objetos interactivos se refieren a los carteles como este.
Don't be a soul.
Eso es en el
Slipping on that
ejército.
shite.
You going into battle, Geralt?
Wasn't it you who defeated the Grand
up,
Master and put
Witcher.
down the rebellion in Vizima?
Those trebuchets are fucking pounding the pulp out of them.
Listo,
Must
los
be
verdades
shitting
son
themselves on the
cosas
walls.
Don't be a soul. Slipping on that shite.
Luego los guantes, sí, juego los guantes de... Bonus en recoger objetos.
feet! This is the army, not the barnyard! On the double! Move it! Now!
Lo que menos se dropea, al menos que yo recuerde, son los de estos... Los minerales, las minas de hierro y las minas de plata. Lo que más encuentras en los campamentos son... maderas.
You going into battle, Geralt?
Vencidas, por aquí no puedo pasar. Bueno, este cofre está vacío. Este no. La verdad,
Greetings.
juego de los
Can I
dorados.
interest you in a worthy cause? We could use your... What's the... There's nothing to... Yeah, why? Care to tell...
We'll skin them alive!
Well, that's some strength you've got in that arm of yours.
Ah, they're in for a beating. With full death to
Any
victory!
advice from a veteran?
Deja guardo que este tipo... Es que los dados son muy al azar. Muy aleatorios.
Greetings.
I haven't played
Es
dice
como
poker
póker,
in a
pero con
while.
dados.
Oh, it's like walking. You don't forget how to do it unless you're drunk. Roll a few rounds with me.
Si ganamos, bueno, y si no voy a recargar y chingo su madre. Vamos. El dinero es difícil de obtener, a menos de que vayas por la run de Vernon Road. Ahí puedes sacar dinero. Tiene 2 pares de 3, yo tengo 2 pares de 4. Eso es todo lo que tiene. Por favor, un 4. Ay, bueno, doble par. Gané de pura casualidad.
Certainly haven't forgotten how to play. Here's your coin.
Suerte, la verdad. Porque si sacaba un 3 más, me ganaba.
What a heap of imbeciles! Those trebuchets are pounding the pulp out of them. Voltage said if you don't hurry, he'll rip your balls off.
And make a witch's medallion. Have no mercy.
You sightseeing? Your deeds will be forgiven.
The king awaits you.
You
by
going
the
into
siege
battle,
tower.
Geralt?
A beautiful day for battle. Fear not, Excellency, we're out of range of their arbalists.
I am no warrior, son. I must admit, I prefer to joust verbally or with a pen, the emissary of peace that I am.
Hogwash! You're the emissary of the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes, the Emperor of Nilfgaard, who spared no blood conquering over a dozen sovereign realms.
Thus bringing them laws, culture, and peace above all.
Finally! Traitors of the realm boil tar on the walls while you dally with the royal advisor.
How may I assist you, sire?
We mount an assault today, and you'll be at my side. Follow me, gentlemen. Let's not keep the traitors waiting.
Sire, you said we were out of range.
That was a ballista, Excellency. its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away. A deadly and very costly weapon. An experienced crew can cock and release 2 bolts each minute, yet it has one flaw.
Your Grace, please take cover.
The recoil of the arms is so strong upon firing that the weapon shifts. It simply cannot hit the same spot twice.
I had no idea Your Grace was a learned military engineer.
I'm not. I gave the Baroness those ballistae 2 years ago for her birthday.
Sire.
What say you, Excellency, of men who live in spite of such wounds?
And what say you, Your Grace, of soldiers who inflict them?
Those who did this live no more.
Master Geralt, I wish to converse with you once the storm battle has subsided.
Forgive me, Excellency, but I plan to leave the royal court as soon as possible.
Might I know why?
Too often they take me for someone I'm not.
What do they call you, soldier? Wait. You served with me at Brenneran during our foray into the Pontar Valley. Norman Sador. Still an arbalist?
Yes, sir. Fate has not been kind to me.
Ha! Norman Sador. For your years of faithful service to the crown, I appoint you Decurion of the Arbalists. Onwards, gentlemen. No reason to dawdle.
Estas cosas son como bufos que te ayudan. Están en el suelo, nada más que los tienes que activar con el collar. Si no los ves, no puedes tomarlos. Creo que ese es de vida. Sí, es de vida. Todos se ven iguales. Solo lo decía porque era lo que me acordaba. Hay de vida, de magia, de armadura y de potenciar señales.
Forgive my candor, Your Majesty, but I must ask, what fate awaits the royal bastards when...
They're my children. If I hear bastard one more time, someone will die. Painfully.
Your Grace, forgive me. But the laws of succession are irrefutably clear.
Piss on the laws. I'll change them if need be. Above all, I'll not allow a band of treacherous barons to use my children as their banner.
Your Majesty is entirely within his rights.
Thanks to Geralt of Rivia, my daughter Ada is alive, and is now the wife of Radovid of Redania.
I see.
I fear you do not, Excellency. The midget king merely awaits my demise.
I am certain King Radovid of Redania wishes Your Majesty a long and healthy life.
That wasn't even a meeting, Excellency. The old families will never accept a Redanian on my throne. Ada will have to content herself with Redania.
I understand. The issue of succession remains unresolved. Your Grace, I request your permission to retire.
You have it. Black One's in my camp before a battle. What has the world come to? Nothing would make me happier than returning his shriveled head to Emir in a sack. But Triss Merigold insisted I be patient and courteous. Was I? I always knew you were one of us. And bugger what folks say. They talked about Ada no end. Have you learned anything about the assassin?
Triss did an autopsy. It's possible he was a witcher.
A witcher? What have I ever done to the ploughing witchers? Anything more?
He had no medallion, but that doesn't mean anything.
Many in your shoes would have withheld that information. After the battle, Triss will report to me. For now, let us tend to the traitors. Where are you aiming, imbeciles? Soldier! Spyglass! What is going on up there? The gods count Echeverry! Catch, Witcher. Aim for the rogue with the red plume. Not 6 months ago, he swore eternal friendship to me. Quickly! How much higher?
Si no mal recuerdo, creo que el tiro era más o menos por... ¿Y? Tiene que decir medio
1.5 degrees.
Did we hit the bastard?
He's down.
Ha! One less traitor. Time to attack. Follow me, Witcher! You know, Witcher, I'm prepared to forgive Louisa. All she need do is to kneel before her king.
Very noble of you.
Are you mocking me? Never mind. I'm certain Louisa will realize her mistakes. Besides, children should have a mother.
I'm lost.
It's quite simple. Louisa and I had a bit of a tiff. She made demands I could not fulfill. Understand?
I think so.
Count Echeverry and others immediately intervened, all noble, all sympathetic. They claimed the evil king would take her children. They would protect them, even place them on the throne. And the Baroness was duped, a motherly love used. In truth, they desire privileges that would weaken the throne. Onward, Witcher, to the top! Onward, Witcher, to the top!
Aquí es la primera.
Look alive, man!
La primera tiene después de esto, en la batalla, las murallas.
Where the hell are we headed? What the fuck do we want? Victory! This I like! Eyes on the bridge! We're nearly there! Weapons at the ready!
That tower was ridiculous.
It was designed to break the rebels' morale.
A bunch of lords and lordlings took a ride to then pompously stride on top of the walls, while the real army fought and died below them in the shit and piss-filled streets.
If years of service have taught me anything, it's that the highborn don the best costumes and get the best vantage points, whether at a ball or in battle. But it's not the time for that kind of jousting, Witcher. Continue your story.